Hi Libra, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name is Christina and I'm a Swedish Australian psychic medium, healer and artist, living or rather being captive in southern Sweden for the moment because I wanted to move to Malta. Well, I will move to Malta. I will move to Malta, but the virus got in the way. Cards are flying everywhere. So here we are. We have oppression in the reverse. So something that's held you rather heavy or captive in a psychological sense is about to ease. It's not easing, or else it's just on the verge of easing from this heavy energy of this young man, or possibly your soul, because I already have a young man here in an air sign. So he is Libra, Aquarian, Gemini, and if this is not your soul, then it's a crab, Scorpio, or Pisces, but also a man in fire, a King of Staves, who is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So I'll do a bit more shuffling and then we'll see where we end up. The cards I work with are called the Goddess Tarot. They're made by Chris Waldher. Oh no, we have an adult. A 26-year-old can also be an adult, but I never know if it's a child or a young man. But the message, there's no way a message would come up for a child. So, but we have a grown-up King of Swords here. Yeah, please like, please subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell when you do, and share and comment. I just learned I can communicate via email with you. Oh my God. Yeah, can you believe it? No, you can't. But anyway, I'm so out of my comfort zone with all this technology, you've got no idea. Good thing it's fun. So we have you here, King of Swords, Mr. Libra, and a bit out of sorts, out of balance even. This card, it's the 14 in the Major Arcana, and in my card, as you can see, there's a goddess called Yamana. She's an African goddess of the water, of the sea, and the card is called Balance, which of course is so important to you. But things are about to clear up. You're about to get insight, and here are two cards that say not just yet, but this is happiness, huh? Everybody knows that the Ten of Cups is happiness. So it's just around the corner. And I can relate that to the cards that came up, that flipped out earlier about having a heavy, this could maybe be your son, and this is his soul, and feeling rather heavy. And yeah, the Nine of Swords is at its best, it's somebody who's very, very tired, and at its worst, it's somebody who suffers from anxiety and depression. Yeah, and of course that's the soul that's affected with that kind of not demeanor, but feeling anyway. These feelings, the anxiety and depression, they get into our soul. And if you have ADHD or ADD perhaps, then, or your son, then that's difficult. That's part of the parcel, is often to suffer anxiety and depression. It's the chemistry in our brain that don't work as it should, and it makes us prone to this. But it also makes us very sensitive, and it also makes us very good mediums. But not to belittle it, because I have ADHD, as you've understood. When you're in it and you don't understand, it's really, really tough. And it's particularly tough for parents on the sidelines, watching and feeling rather powerless. So the thing is, I see here, Chariot, the movement, is also for me a card of education. I think your son has been utredd. Your son's been in contact with a psychiatrist and psychotherapist. He's in the process of getting a diagnosis, and once he's gotten that, he will get help as well, because there are therapies. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, is excellent for those of us who suffer from ADHD. And also, of course, if necessary, there's medication to help us concentrate. And yeah, I don't know what else the medications do, but they do a lot to help. So a lot of pain is about to ease. And of course, this situation is very karmic. When you come into the world and you've chosen already this dysfunction before coming down, and you've also chosen together with your family that this is going to happen, and this is what we're going to be working with, and this is how we're going to develop our souls this time around. So that's how we grow, that's how we develop. And maybe next time we don't need to come down, if we're lucky. In any case, that's what's meant to be. And Spirit gives me the great privilege of being able to tell you that everything's going to be all right. It's just around the corner, the solution, that is, and happiness. The 10 of Cups. It's not bad. So that's what the tarot had to tell you. And now we'll have a look, and we'll ask for an oracle card in the yogic path, made by Sahara Rose, and it just flipped out straight away. But 2 have flipped out. Yeah, but tapas and Prata Yahara, something like that. I will look them up now. We'll look at Pratyahara first, 71. Right. 8 stages of yoga. Control of the senses. Yeah. Impulse control, maybe. I don't know. Recently, you've let go of some distractions in your life, and everything has upgraded since. You realize that holding on to things, foods, stimulants, or people only keeps you anchored to the physical world. Truth lies in letting go of all that is not you. The daily coffee, piece of chocolate, social media, addiction, or need to buy. Those were once such a part of your identity, but have now diminished. Yeah, this is to your son. And the thing is, this dysfunction also makes us predisposed to addictions of all sorts of things. I tamper with food. So when I'm not medicated, then I self-medicate with food. And there are lots of ways of self-medication. Some show up, like they said here, in alcohol and whatever. But that's one of the good things with medication, is that it regulates that. And it's not because we lack character. It's because of the neurons in our brains, and they function differently to the rest of you. Now they say, or Sahara Rose says, this is the time to go deeper into Pratyahara and let go of any attachments, even those that are less obvious. Continue to meditate, which draws you immediately into Pratyahara and illuminates what it is you're holding on to. It's only from here that you can listen to the truth within and act accordingly. So let's have a look at tapas. Self-discipline, yeah. That's difficult for us too. You've gotten where you are because of your discipline, tapas, and this will continue to take you where you need to go. While discipline sounds like a heavy word, it's really just committing to becoming the highest version of yourself. The next evolvement will require refinement of your inner strength. You're undergoing a deep transformation, stepping outside of your comfort zone, gaining strength, moving through fear. Now is the time to ask yourself the important questions. What practices have I committed to? What practices do I still need to commit to? Is my daily routine serving me? How can I improve it? Where do I need to set boundaries in my life to further align with my truth? Am I showing up for myself the way I would for a friend or child? Well, it's beautiful. And that leads me to want to say that self-esteem and self-confidence and self-love is often very difficult for people with ADHD or ADD, because many get a lot of criticism, or we get a lot of criticism for one reason or another. Maybe we say the wrong things at the wrong time, yes, and maybe we're very clumsy and not good at sports, yes. Things like that. So it's about when you're a kid that you get a lot of criticism, and so it's very difficult to nurture self-esteem, and self-confidence for a lot of us. So that was very good, that message from the yogic path. I think Dad's a Libra too. Well, we know Dad's a Libra. I think the Son's a Libra too, and I think Dad has a similar problem. It goes from generation to generation, just like alcoholism does, because it's in our brains. Yeah. All the best of luck to both you, Dad, Libra Dad, and your son. Everything's going to be fine. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to breathe. Bye.